I was walking through nights when my strength felt gone, silent battles inside that I couldn't outrun. Had a heart full of questions I kept tucked in, but his whisper cut through what I held within. When the pressure got loud and my peace fell low, he reminded my soul that he won't let go. In the shadow of fear, he became my guide, and his promise stood firm right there by my side. Cause your hand delivers when my world caves in. You lift me from places I once lived in. You steady my heartbeat when storms grow out. You calm every worry like a gentle smile. You cover my feathers with a brand new grace. You tell me I'm safe while you hold my space. No matter the valley or the hill I climb, your hand delivers every single time. I've been carried through days I thought I had lost. Didn't know that you paid what I couldn't cost. I was tangled in doubts that I fed for years. Then you opened my eyes and you cleared my fears. When I felt I was fading beneath the weight, you pulled me to hope I thought came too late. In the silence you taught me to trust again, and you filled up the parts where I used to be. Cause your hand delivers when my world caves in. You lift me from places I once lived in. You steady my heartbeat when storms grow out. You calm every worry like a gentle smile. You cover my failures with a brand new grace. You tell me I'm safe while you hold my space. No matter the valley or the hill I climb, your hand delivers every single time. Every burden I carry, you broke his hold. Every moment I tremble, you made me bold. I was chasing approval to drown my pain, but you showed me the truth that your love remains. When my history whispers that I stay stuck, you reply with a peace that restored my love, with a strength I could never have made alone. You rebuilt every crack inside my bones. Cause your hand delivers when my world caves in. You lift me from places I once lived in. You steady my heartbeat when storms grow out. You calm every worry like a gentle smile. You cover my failures with a brand new grace. You tell me I'm safe while you hold my space. No matter the valley or the hill I climb, your hand delivers every single time. Now I walk with a faith that you shaped in me. Now the chain on my soul, I am finally free. You replaced every doubt with a quiet rest, and you taught me to lean when I feel distressed. There were nights when I questioned if you still care, but you showed me your mercy was always there. With a love that keeps pulling me through each trial, you remind me your presence stays all the while. Cause your hand delivers when my world caves in. You lift me from places I once lived in. You steady my heartbeat when storms grow out. You calm every worry like a gentle smile. You cover my failures with a brand new grace. You tell me I'm safe while you hold my space. No matter the valley or the hill I climb, your hand delivers every single time. Ay. When I fall to the ground, you restore my strength. Ay. When I lose my direction, you go full length. Ay. When I'm caught in confusion, you clear my view. Ay. When I stumble in weakness, you pull me through. Ay. When my hope starts to flicker, you light it bright. Ay. When my tears hit the pillow, you fight my night. Ay. When I feel undeserving, you still stay near. Ay. When I reach for your presence, you make it clear. Cause your hand delivers when my world caves in. You lift me from places I once lived in. You steady my heartbeat when storms grow out. You calm every worry like a gentle smile. You cover my failures with a brand new grace. You tell me I'm safe while you hold my space. No matter the valley or the hill I climb, your hand delivers every single time. Hey. You carry me farther than I ever knew. You answered the things I never told you. You've proven your promise in every fight. You've given me courage to choose the light. You feel what I hid in the years of fear. You show me your truth through each passing tear. You held me through moments I couldn't stand. You changed my whole life with your steady hand. I used to wake up feeling trapped by what I couldn't change. Kept hiding all my battles like they vanished out of range. But you stepped into the silence when my courage never grew. You whispered, lean on me and show me what your strength can do. I carry so much pressure that my heartbeat felt confined. Till you lifted every burden I had stacked inside my mind. Now every shaking moment finds me turning back to you. And every doubtful thought fades when your promise comes through. You're the one who leads me forward when the shadows reappear. You remind me I'm protected even when the path ain't clear. I've been learning how to trust you when my heart is tight with fear. You keep pulling me to freedom, telling me you're always near. Every step is proof of mercy that you planted in my soul. Every breath becomes a witness to the love that makes me whole. I'm still walking through the fire, but I know you're in control. Overcoming every fear because you never let me go. I used to question if my prayers ever reach beyond the night, but now I feel your presence guiding me toward what's right. You took my trembling spirit and restored it piece by piece. You gave my restless worries of everlasting peace. I thought I'd never rise from all the pressure pulling down, but you held me through the storm when I expected I would drown. Now I stand with steady footing where I once was filled with doubt, and I'm trusting that your grace will keep on showing the way out. You're the one who leads me forward when the shadows reappear. You remind me I'm protected even when the path ain't clear. I've been learning how to trust you when my heart is tight with fear. You keep pulling me to freedom, telling me you're always near. Every step is proof of mercy that you planted in my soul. Every breath becomes a witness to the love that makes me whole. I'm still walking through the fire, but I know you're in control. Overcoming every fear because you never let me go. I've seen the days where hope felt buried underneath my chest, where every thought felt heavy and I couldn't find my rest. But you reminded me that courage isn't built on what I see. It grows inside the moments when I cling to what you speak. I learned that when I stumble, you don't leave me where I fall. Your kindness picks me up before the tears can even call. Now fear don't stand a chance against the peace you bring around, and every trembling weakness fades the moment you're the one who leads me forward when the shadows reappear. You remind me I'm protected even when the path ain't clear. I've been learning how to trust you when my heart is tight with fear. You keep pulling me to freedom, telling me you're always near. Every step is proof of mercy that you planted in my soul. Every breath becomes a witness to the love that makes me whole. I'm still walking through the fire, but I know you're in control. Overcoming every fear because you never let me go. I've walked through seasons where confusion tried to take my voice, but you restored my faith and helped my spirit make a choice to follow even when the winds were pushing me aside, to stand on every promise that you placed within my life. Now I don't run from battles that once made my heart be race. I'm eating with the comments that you fill with endless grace. My story keeps on shifting as your truth becomes my guide, and every fear keeps breaking at the strength you place inside. The one who leads me forward when the shadows reappear. You remind me I'm protected even when the path ain't clear. I've been learning how to trust you when my heart is tight with fear. You keep pulling me to freedom, telling me you're always near. Every step is proof of mercy that you planted in my soul. Every breath becomes a witness to the love that makes me whole. I'm still walking through the fire, but I know you're in control. Overcoming every fear because you never let me go. You said be still and all the chaos started losing ground. You held my heart until my courage made a steady sound. You pulled me close and let your comfort chase away my doubt. You lit a flame inside the darkness I cannot put out. You cleared the fog and taught my spirit how to find its place. You let your confidence surround me like a shield of grace. You showed me fear ain't stronger than the truth you bring each day. You turn my trembling footsteps to a steady, hopeful way. You're the one who leads me forward when the shadows reappear. You remind me I'm protected even when the path ain't clear. I've been learning how to trust you when my heart is tight with fear. You keep pulling me to freedom, telling me you're always near. Every step is proof of mercy that you planted in my soul. Every breath becomes a witness to the love that makes me whole. I'm still walking through the fire, but I know you're in control. Overcoming every fear because you never let me go. Yeah, I was carrying storms I never said out loud, trying to push through nights that felt way too proud. I kept running in circles thinking I'd break through, but every path I chose just pulled me farther from truth. And I opened His word, found rest in the gentle line. Come to me, I'll give you peace. Started healing my mind, so I lay down the weight I never meant to keep. In His comfort, reach places buried way too deep. There's peace in His kingdom, calm in His hands. Even when it's shaky and I barely understand, He never lets me fall. Where His stay. When the dark tries to whisper, he clears my way. I found hope in his promise, strength in his voice. Now the storms can't drown me. I've made my choice. I'll trust in his mercy, let his light break through. There's peace in his kingdom, and it carried me through. I remember the mornings I woke up unsure, heart feeling heavy with no clear cure. Thought I crumbled beneath everything I held, like the pressure was louder than anything I felt. But he reached for my spirit when I cried for help. Showed me I was never walking by myself. Now the fear that haunted me starts losing ground, cause his presence lifts me every time I'm down. There's peace in his kingdom, calm in his hands. Even when it's shaky and I barely understand, he never lets me fall where his grace won't stay. When the dark try to whisper, he clears my way. I found hope in his promise, strength in his voice. Now the storms can't drown me. I've made my choice. I'll trust in his mercy, let his light break through. There's peace in his kingdom, and it carried me through. I was stuck in the shadows of the things I feared, trying to fight battles I never truly steered. But he stepped in with comfort I didn't expect, gave my weary heart room to breathe and reflect. In the moment I surrendered, what kept me bound was the moment his quiet peace wrapped around. Now I walk with a courage I didn't have before, cause his truth keeps showing me I'm made for more. There's peace in his kingdom, calm in his hands. Even when it's shaky and I barely understand, he never lets me fall where his grace won't stay. When the dark try to whisper, he clears my way. I found hope in his promise, strength in his voice. Now the storms can't drown me. I've made my choice. I'll trust in his mercy, let his light break through. There's peace in his kingdom, and it carried me through. I've learned that his patience reaches every flaw, that his kindness stays steady through every fall. When I open my heart, he never turns away. He just lifts me again like it's a brand new day. Now the wounds I carry don't burn the same, cause his healing pushes out every hidden shame. And I'm walking with faith that keeps growing strong, knowing within it I'm right where I belong. There's peace in his kingdom, calm in his hands. Even when it's shaky and I barely understand, he never lets me fall where his grace won't stay. When the dark tries to whisper, he clears my way. I found hope in his promise, strength in his voice. Now the storms can't drown me. I've made my choice. I'll trust in his mercy, let his light break through. There's peace in his kingdom, and it carry when the world feels loud. He quiets my chest when my strength runs low. He gives me rest. Every worry I bring, he turns into peace. Every fear I confess, he starts to release. When the road feels long, he walks it with me. When the future seems dark, his light helps me see. And the more I lean in, the more I believe. His presence holds me more than I could conceive. There's peace in his kingdom, calm in his hands. Even when it's shaky and I barely understand, he never lets me fall where his grace won't stay. When the dark tries to whisper, he clears my way. I found hope in his promise, strength in his voice. Now the storms can't drown me. I've made my choice. I'll trust in his mercy, let his light break through. There's peace in his kingdom, and it carried me through. I'm learning to breathe in the stillness he gives, letting go of the battles I once couldn't live. He's shaping my journey beyond what I knew, showing me comfort that always stays true. And as long as I follow wherever he leads, I'll walk in the freedom his love guarantees. Every moment reminds me of what he's done, and the peace in his kingdom is already won.
I was running on empty, heart shaking in the dark, feeling pressure on my shoulders, didn't know where to start. Had a storm in my chest, couldn't breathe through the night, but his whisper found my spirit saying I'll be alright. Every doubt tried to drown me, pulling hard on my mind, but his promise kept me steady, one step at a time. When my thoughts got louder than the truth in his word, he reminded me gently that his love never blurred. Hold to his light when your vision feels gone, he lifts you back up when you barely hold on. Even when silence makes you question his plan, he stays by your side, he will help you stand. When the weight of your past tries to steal your fight, he clears out the shadows with power and might. Trust in his guidance when fear starts to bite. There's strength in your soul when you hold to his light. At nights where I wondered if peace peace ever returns. When the wounds fell too deep and my spirit just burned. But he met me in the quiet where the pain like to hide, and he covered every fracture with a calm from inside. I was pacing through memories that cut like a blade, till he showed me the beauty and the progress I'd made. And my heart beats different with a hope that's brand new, cause I learned he can rebuild what life tried to undo. Hold to his light when your vision feels on. He lifts you back up when you barely hold on. Even when silence makes you question his plans, he stay by your side, he will help you stand. When the weight of your past tries to steal your fight, he clears out the shadows with power and might. Trust in his guidance when fear starts to bite. The strength in your soul when you hold to his light. I've seen days when my faith felt thin like a thread, trying hard to keep going with a cluttered head. But his mercy ran toward me, man, I couldn't keep pace. And he flooded my weakness with a waterfall of grace. Now I look at my valleys through a different frame, knowing darkness can't shake what his love overcame. Every promise he gave stays unbroken and real, and it frees me from battles I once struggled to heal. Hold to his light when your vision feels on. He lifts you back up when you barely hold on. Even when silence makes you question his plan, he stay by your side, he will help you stand. When the weight of your past tries to steal your fight, he clears out the shadows with power and might. Trust in his guidance when fear starts to bite. The strength in your soul when you hold to his light. Now I walk with a calm that I never had before, cause his presence keeps breaking every hidden wall. When no thoughts try to rise, he reminds me he's near, and he fills every corner that was ruled by fear. I've been carried through moments I can't explain, yet he turned every burden into a lifelong gain. So I'll speak on his goodness till my voice runs out, cause his power is an anchor that erased my doubt. Hold to his light when your vision feel gone. He lifts you back up when you barely hold on. Even when silence makes you question his plan, he stay by your side, he will help you stand. When the weight of your past tries to steal your fight, he clears out the shadows with power and might. Trust in his guidance when fear starts to bite. The strength in your soul when you hold to his light. When the night gets heavy and your hope feels thin, he will open the door you can't see within. When your breath starts shaking and your steps feel weak, he will steady your soul with the peace you see. Every moment you're hurting, he hears your cry, and he lifts up your gaze so you look to the sky. Put your trust in the one who restores your sight. It's a brand new horizon when you hold to his light. Hold to his light when your vision feels gone. He lifts you back up when you barely hold on. Even when silence makes you question his plan, he stay by your side, he will help you stand. When the weight of your past tries to steal your fight, he clears out the shadows with power and might. Trust in his guidance when fear starts to bite. There's strength in your soul when you hold to his light. I keep walking forward with his peace in my chest, knowing every new sunrise brings a deeper rest. All the roads that once felt like they swallowed me whole, he turned into reminders that he guards my soul. Now the burdens I carry don't control my days, cause he taught me new strength in the softest ways. I keep living this journey with his truth in sight, and I rise every morning choosing him as my light. Hold to his light when your vision feels gone. He lifts you back up when you barely hold on. Even when silence makes you question his plan, he stays by your side, he will help you stand. When the weight of your past tries to steal your fight, he clears out the shadows with power and might. Trust in his guidance when fear starts to bite. The strength in your soul when you hold to his light.
I used to carry quiet storms inside my chest each night. Felt like every step I took kept drifting out of sight. But then I heard his whisper cut right through my rest of mind, telling me he's steady even when my fears unkind. So I laid down all the tension I had guarded for so long, found a calm beyond the chaos where his presence kept me strong. Now I breathe a little deeper knowing he won't ever change, and I rise with new assurance that his promise still remains. I find courage in his love when my thoughts get loud. He reminds me I'm protected even when life's clouds try to circle around my heart like they're closing in, but his mercy pulls me close so I can stand again. Every valley that I walk through, he is right beside, keeping all my weary moments safe within his guide. And I trust him with my future, cause cause he sees enough. Yeah, I find all my courage in his faithful love. Some days I felt abandoned by the weight I couldn't live. Wondered if my broken moments ever had a gift, but he showed me in the silence that he never walked away. Helped me through confusion when I had no words to say. Gave me strength I didn't notice till the darkness turned to day. Placed a stillness in my spirit nothing else could ever sway. Now I stand with quiet boldness even when the road gets tough, knowing he restores the pieces when my faith feels rough. I find courage in his love when my thoughts get loud. He reminds me I'm protected even when life's clouds try to circle around my heart like they're closing in, but his mercy pulls me close so I can stand again. Every valley that I walk through, he is right beside, keeping all my weary moments safe within his guide. And I trust him with my future cause he sees enough. Yeah, I find all my courage in his faithful love. I used to question if my journey had a purpose at all, but he met me in the quiet when I struggled not to fall. Showed me grace beyond the moments where my hope felt thin. Set a new foundation where his truth could settle in. Now I walk with clearer vision though the past still bends, knowing he rebuilds my courage when my weakness ends. So I lift my voice in gratitude for everything he's done, cause his light defeats the shadows that I try to outrun. I find courage in his love when my thoughts get loud. He reminds me I'm protected even when life's clouds try to circle around my heart like they're closing in, but his mercy pulls me close so I can stand again. Every valley that I walk through, he is right beside, keeping all my weary moments safe within his guide. And I trust him with my future cause he sees enough. Yeah, I find all my courage in his faithful love. Now I carry new assurance through whatever come my way, holding on to every promise that his scriptures say. He's the refuge when I'm shaking and the anchor when I drift. He's the clarity I lean on when I'm needing any lift. And I know he's never distant even when I feel unsure. He's the healer of my spirit and the one who keeps me pure. So I walk with steady confidence no matter what arrives, cause his faithfulness renews me and his guidance keeps me wise. I find courage in his love when my thoughts get loud. He reminds me I'm protected even when life's clouds try to circle around my heart like they're closing in, but his mercy pulls me close so I can stand again. Every valley that I walk through, he is right beside, keeping all my weary moments safe within his guide. And I trust him with my future cause he sees enough. Yeah, I find all my courage in his faithful love. When I'm standing at the edge just feeling fragile in my soul, he reminds me of the promise that his peace can make me whole. And his kindness lifts the burdens I once carried by myself, placing reassurance gently on my empty hurting shelf. So I cling to every moment where his truth breaks through the noise, hearing comfort in his presence like a steady calming voice. And I walk through every season with a stronger kind of trust, cause his love becomes my courage when the road grows rough. I find courage in his love when my thoughts get loud. He reminds me I'm protected even when life's clouds try to circle around my heart like they're closing in, but his mercy pulls me close so I can stand again. Every valley that I walk through, he is right beside, keeping all my weary moments safe within his guide. And I trust him with my future cause he sees enough. Yeah, I find all my courage in his faithful love. So wherever life may lead, I'll keep walking in his grace, letting every single moment rest within his steady pace. And I'll lift my voice in gratitude for everything he does, cause my heart stays full of courage when I'm anchored in his love.
I walked through nights when my voice felt small, asking God if he heard me at all. My heart was shaking like the ground gave way, but his word held steady when hope looked gray. I felt his whisper pushing fear aside, letting strength rise deeper than my pride. I learned that freedom comes when truth breaks in, and his light keeps showing me where to begin. Faith's got a fire that the storm can't drown. Grace lifts me higher when I'm feeling down. Love keeps reminding me I'm not alone. Mercy surrounds me when the path feels unknown. I keep on leaning on the one who stays, holding my spirit through the darkest days. Even in silence I can hear him near. Faith's triumphant spirit keep me free from fear. There were days I questioned if I break apart, trying hard to calm my trembling heart, searching for healing in a restless place, till his presence covered me with quiet grace. I saw that weakness doesn't mean I'm lost, cause he already paid the highest cost. Every step forward felt like brand new air, knowing he carried what I couldn't bear. Faith's got a fire that the storm can't drown. Grace lifts me higher when I'm feeling down. Love keeps reminding me I'm not alone. Mercy surrounds me when the path feels unknown. I keep on leaning on the one who stays, holding my spirit through the darkest days. Even in silence I can hear him near. Faith's triumphant spirit keep me free from fear. I watch them open doors I never saw, breaking chains gently with a steady off. He turned confusion into clear sight, teaching me courage in a quiet fight. I felt forgiveness reach my head in pain, lifting those shadows I could not explain. And in that moment peace replaced my doubt, showing what trust in his love is about. Faith's got a fire that the storm can't drown. Grace lifts me higher when I'm feeling down. Love keeps reminding me I'm not alone. Mercy surrounds me when the path feels unknown. I keep on leaning on the one who stays, holding my spirit through the darkest days. Even in silence I can hear him near. Faith's triumphant spirit keep me free from fear. I'm learning daily how his strength comes through, even when life feels too hard to move. His word keeps telling me to walk in peace, trusting his promise never fades or cease. I take each moment like a gentle step, resting in love I'll never forget. And when tomorrow tries to test my faith, his calm assurance fills the empty space. Faith's got a fire that the storm can't drown. Grace lifts me higher when I'm feeling down. Love keeps reminding me I'm not alone. Mercy surrounds me when the path feels unknown. I keep on leaning on the one who stays, holding my spirit through the darkest days. Even in silence I can hear him near. Faith's triumphant spirit keep me free from fear. When the weight gets heavy I still stand tall, cause I know my Savior won't let me fall. His truth keeps building strength inside, and his grace become my steady guide. Even when darkness tries to speak loud, his voice pulls me from every cloud. I rise because his love is sure, and in his hands my heart feels secure. Yeah, Faith's got a fire that the storm can't drown. Grace lifts me higher when I'm feeling down. Love keeps reminding me I'm not alone. Mercy surrounds me when the path feels unknown. I keep on leaning on the one who stays, holding my spirit through the darkest days. Even in silence I can hear him near. Faith's triumphant spirit keep me free from fear. I keep moving forward with him as my light, knowing his goodness will guide me right. Every new sunrise shows his love is real, and my soul grows stronger in the way he heals.
I used to carry storms inside my silent thoughts, wondered if my footsteps even reached his course. Nights felt like a battle, I kept losing fast, breathing through the weight of things I never asked. But in the middle of confusion, he drew near, spoke a quiet promise that replaced my fear, lifted every shadow blocking out my sight, showed me there was shelter in his endless light. So I trust in his refuge when the world shakes me. I rest in his promise when the doubts chase me. He steadies my heartbeat when the pressure climbs. He reminds me gently that I'm still designed. No matter the struggle, he remains my God. Even when the pathway feels a little hard, I lean on his mercy, let his truth renew. I trust in his refuge, he will carry through. There were moments when I felt like hope was gone, trying to keep steady but my strength wasn't strong. Scripture whispers softly that he never failed, that his mighty presence over all prevailed. Found a deeper corners in his faithful care, learned that I am covered even in despair. Every drained emotion that I couldn't hide, he restore with kindness standing by my side. So I trust in his refuge when the world shakes me. I rest in his promise when the doubts chase me. He steadies my heartbeat when the pressure climbs. He reminds me gently that I'm still designed. No matter the struggle, he remains my guard. Even when the pathway feels a little hard, I lean on his mercy, let his truth renew. I trust in his refuge, he will carry through. I walk through confusion trying to breathe clear, wondering if breakthrough would ever draw near. But he kept me anchored with a steady hand, lifted me from places I could barely stand. Showed me that surrender isn't giving up, it's letting him restore what overflowed my cup. Now every new morning feels like grace revealed, proof that all his goodness keeps my spirit healed. So I trust in his refuge when the world shakes me. I rest in his promise when the doubts chase me. He steadies my heartbeat when the pressure climbs. He reminds me gently that I'm still designed. No matter the struggle, he remains my guard. Even when the pathway feels a little hard, I lean on his mercy, let his truth renew. I trust in his refuge, he will carry through. Some days I'm still learning how to stand upright, balancing emotions through another fight. But even in those moments when I feel undone, I remember victories he already won. Every single setback turns into a sign that his perfect timing always realigns. So I keep on walking, holding to his word, knowing he sustains me more than I deserve. So I trust in his refuge when the world shakes me. I rest in his promise when the doubts chase me. He steadies my heartbeat when the pressure climbs. He reminds me gently that I'm still designed. No matter the struggle, he remains my guard. Even when the pathway feels a little hard, I lean on his mercy, let his truth renew. I trust in his refuge, he will carry through. When the valleys whisper that I'm not enough, he declares I'm chosen, built for seasons tough. When the silence questions if his love is real, he surrounds my spirit with a stronger shield. When my vision wavers, he restores my view, showing me the story he is bringing through. Every hidden moment he already knows, hands me reassurance that his purpose grows. So I trust in his refuge when the world shakes me. I rest in his promise when the doubts chase me. He steadies my heartbeat when the pressure climbs. He reminds me gently that I'm still designed. No matter the struggle, he remains my guard. Even when the pathway feels a little hard, I lean on his mercy, let his truth renew. I trust in his refuge, he will carry through. He's a constant covering I can't outrun, the foundation standing when the storms are done. And as long as he guides me every single day, I'll keep holding firmly to his steady way.
I walked through nights that felt like they would never end. I whispered prayers hoping you would break in again. My strength was thin but you kept holding on to me. I felt your peace settle when my fears used to be. You showed me truth when every thought was out of place. You pulled me close, reminding me I'm shaped by grace. You calmed the storm that tried to shake my every step. You proved your love stay steady even when I'm wrecked. Jesus lights my way when I can't see the road ahead. He lifts my heart when heavy thoughts crowd up my head. He gives me rest when all my breaths feel out of sync. He keeps me safe when doubt tries pulling me to sink. He stands beside me when I feel I walk alone. He speaks assurance when my hope is nearly gone. He brings renewal when my courage fades to dust. He guides my journey when I choose his voice to trust. I've had those days where everything felt out of reach, when worries rose like waves too strong for me to beat. But then your word reminded me you're near to save. You breathe new life into the places fear once gave. You healed the wounds I never knew I carried deep. You washed my tears and promised me a sweeter peace. You broke the chains that held my heart in quiet pain. You showed me mercy flowing wider than the rain. Jesus lights my way when I can't see the road ahead. He lifts my heart when heavy thoughts crowd up my head. He gives me rest when all my breaths feel out of sync. He keeps me safe when doubt tries pulling me to sink. He stands beside me when I feel I walk alone. He speaks assurance when my hope is nearly gone. He brings renewal when my courage fades to dust. He guides my journey when I choose his voice to trust. I walked through valleys when my hope was wearing thin. I felt the weight of things I never meant to bring, but you stepped in and carried what I couldn't hold. You warmed the places in my soul that once were cold. Your presence stayed when everything around me shook. You wrote compassion in the pages of my book. You cleared the fog that kept me from the path you set. You whispered truth that helped me rise above regret. Jesus lights my way when I can't see the road ahead. He lifts my heart when heavy thoughts crowd up my head. He gives me rest when all my breaths feel out of sync. He keeps me safe when doubt tries pulling me to sink. He stands beside me when I feel I walk alone. He speaks assurance when my hope is nearly gone. He brings renewal when my courage fades to dust. He guides my journey when I choose his voice to trust. I've seen you open doors I never had the strength to try. You kept me steady when my confidence ran dry. You lit the shadows that had clouded up my thoughts. You filled the spaces where confusion tied its knots. You shaped my heart to lean on you instead of fear. You gave me vision when I couldn't see it clear. You kept me upright in the moments I grew weak. You showed me answers when I didn't know to seek. Jesus lights my way when I can't see the road ahead. He lifts my heart when heavy thoughts crowd up my head. He gives me rest when all my breaths feel out of sync. He keeps me safe when doubt tries pulling me to sink. He stands beside me when I feel I walk alone. He speaks assurance when my hope is nearly gone. He brings renewal when my courage fades to dust. He guides my journey when I choose his voice to trust. You lift the weight I thought would break me down for good. You rebuild strength where emptiness once stood. You speak new hope into the corners of my soul. You keep me grounded when life tries to take control. You shine direction when my steps start losing aim. You calm the storms that try to cloud your holy name. You wipe the noise that tries to drown your gentle call. You hold my life and never let me slip or fall. Jesus lights my way when I can't see the road ahead. He lifts my heart when heavy thoughts crowd up my head. He gives me rest when all my breaths feel out of sync. He keeps me safe when doubt tries pulling me to sink. He stands beside me when I feel I walk alone. He speaks assurance when my hope is nearly gone. He brings renewal when my courage fades to dust. He guides my journey when I choose his voice to trust. You carry me farther than my strength could ever go. You shape my steps gently so my faith can grow. You've held my heart firmly through the hardest of my days. You stay my constant, always lighting up my way. I was walking through nights that felt heavy on my chest. Silent storms in my mind, never giving me rest. I kept searching for peace in the noise of my fears, until I felt them draw close, wiping unseen tears. I heard them whisper calm like a fire turn low, telling me hold on tight, I won't let you go. And the weight that I carry started losing its grip, when it's true filled the places where my faith had slipped. There's strength in his presence when the day feels long. Hope starts rising like a brand new song. He lifts my heart when I fall apart, breathing courage right into my scars. I stand again cause his promise stays. He walks with me through the darkest days. Every burden gets light when he steps in. There's strength in his presence again and again. I remember feeling lost with no voice to pray, just a soul trying hard to make it through the day. But his mercy came softly, steady like dawn. Showed me I was held even when strength was gone. I found comfort in verses that steady my fight, reminding me he restores what was stolen by night. So I learned to lean deeper when I can't see the end, cause he never turned away from a broken friend. There's strength in his presence when the day feels long. Hope stars rising like a brand new song. He lifts my heart when I fall apart, breathing courage right into my scars. I stand again cause his promise stays. He walks with me through the darkest days. Every burden gets light when he steps in. There's strength in his presence again and again. I've seen mountains move slow but they still obey when he tells them to shift out of my pathway. I've seen healing come quiet but real all the same, when his kindness reached places I couldn't name. I've watched storms lose their noise in the light of his grace, when he steadied my breathing and quickened my pace. So I trust him more now than I ever believed, cause he mends every piece of a heart that grieves.
There's strength in his presence when the day feels long. Hope starts rising like a brand new song. He lifts my heart when I fall apart. Breathing courage right into my scars. I stand again cause his promise stays. He walks with me through the darkest day. Every burden gets light when he steps in. There's strength in his presence again and again. Now I carry a calm that I didn't have before, cause I learned his nearness is worth so much more than the strength I try finding in my own two hands. When his power holds steady where my weak heart stands, and each step feels guided in ways I can't explain. Like he keeps pouring hope where I once held pain. So I follow his leading wherever he sends, knowing he shapes my future with love that defends. There's strength in his presence when the day feels long. Hope starts rising like a brand new song. He lifts my heart when I fall apart. Breathing courage right into my scars. I stand again cause his promise stays. He walks with me through the darkest days. Every burden gets light when he steps in. There's strength in his presence again and again. When I feel like slipping, he steadies my frame. When my courage is fading, he calls me by name. When my steps feel unsure, he strengthens my ground. When my voice shakes in prayer, he still hears the sound. When my hope feels faint, he revives my soul. When I'm facing a battle, he takes control. When I question my worth, he reminds me I'm his. And he fills every void with a grace that lives. There's strength in his presence when the day feels long. Hope starts rising like a brand new song. He lifts my heart when I fall apart. Breathing courage right into my scars. I stand again cause his promise stays. He walks with me through the darkest days. Every burden gets light when he steps in. There's strength in his presence again and again. So I hold to his voice when the shadows appear. I remember his peace when my vision isn't clear. I'll rest in his truth when the night feels strong. I'll cling to his word when everything feels wrong. I'll trust what he promised when I start to sway. I'll lean on his love that won't fade away. And I'll walk with assurance that I'm never alone, cause his presence is power I can always call home.
I walked through nights that felt like they would never end. Talking to God, asking if these wounds will ever mend. Felt the weight pressing down, couldn't stand on my own. Trying to breathe while my heart felt carved out of stone. But it wasn't Isaiah, kept pulling me back from fear. Don't be afraid, I'm with you, kept ringing loud and clear. So I lifted my eyes even when the sky stayed dark. And I found strength rising steady in my trembling heart. There's hope in every storm, even when the rain stay long. His promise hold me close when everything feel wrong. Yeah, he steadied my steps when the waves get high. And he whispers deep peace when I don't know why. I lean on his truth when the pressure starts to climb. He carries my soul one moment at a time. No matter the battle or the chaos I face, his mercy surrounds me with unshakable grace. Some days I'm falling hard, feeling lost on the floor, wondering why healing feel like a distant shore. But he read my pain like a page he already knew, and he reached into the emptiness and pulled me through. Matthew words kept reminding me, here's my cry. Every tear, every sigh, nothing slips past his eyes. So even when I doubted, thinking I drown again, he lived in my spirit with love I can't comprehend. Oh, there's hope in every storm, even when the rain stays long. His promise holds me close when everything feels wrong. Yeah, he steadies my steps when the waves get high. And he whispers deep peace when I don't know why. I lean on his truth when the pressure starts to climb. He carries my soul one moment at a time. No matter the battle or the chaos I face, his mercy surrounds me with unshakable grace. I felt a cold in season when nothing made sense, trying to smile while my heart stayed tense. But he spoke in songs saying he restores the weak, and that brought fire to places I was scared to speak. He didn't rush my journey or shame my pace. He just filled my emptiness with gentle embrace. So now when storms gather, I don't fall like before. I remember his faithfulness and walk through it more. Though there's hope in every storm, even when the rain stays long. His promise holds me close when everything feels wrong. Yeah, he steadies my steps when the waves get high. And he whispers deep peace when I don't know why. I lean on his truth when the pressure starts to climb. He carries my soul one moment at a time. No matter the battle or the chaos I face, his mercy surrounds me with
unshakable grace. I learned that rising strong don't happen overnight, but it lights my path even when I barely see the light. He rebuilt what's shattered, piece by broken piece, and he breathes into places that were starving for peace. Now I trust every promise, even when still in sight unseen, cause he showed me his power in moments in between. So I walk with bold faith, even if storms return, knowing God uses every season to teach and to turn. Oh, there's hope in every storm, even when the rain stays long. His promise hold me close when everything feels wrong. Yeah, he steadies my steps when the waves get high, and he whispers deep peace when I don't know why. I lean on his truth when the pressure starts to climb. He carried my soul one moment at a time. No matter the battle or the chaos I face, his mercy surround me with unshakable grace. He the calm in my chest when fear try to rise. He's the one in my soul when cold fill the skies. He that ain't gon' hold him firm when I can't stand tall. He's a refuge I run to when shadows start to crawl. He's a voice that comforts when I feel torn. He the shield that cover me through every storm. He the strength that lifts me when I'm barely hanging on. He the light that got me till the darkness is gone. Boy, there's hope in every storm, even when the rain stays long. His promise hold me close when everything feels wrong. Yeah, he steady my steps when the waves get high. He whispers deep peace when I don't know why. I lean on his truth when the pressure starts to climb. He carry my soul one moment at a time. No matter the battle or the chaos I face, his mercy surround me with unshakable grace. I move forward now with a heart made whole, finding strength in this world when burdens take a toll. He's the one who restores what I thought was gone, and he stay right beside me as I press on. Through every season, his faith keep me warm, and I'm standing tall, no matter the storm. I'll keep trusting his power, his love so strong, and I'll keep living in name and my lifelong song. I've been walking through the fire, yet I feel no burn. Every night I pray, still waiting for my turn. Hands up, eyes closed, heart spilling every fear. But your voice cuts through the chaos, telling me you're near. Broken roads and heavy lows, still you hold me tight. Even when the world whispers, I'm alone in the fight. Tears fall, but they water the seeds you've sown. Through the storms, I've learned I'm never on my own. Faith stands unshaken, even when the walls fall, you lift me higher. I surrender all through the valley, through the night, yeah. I still hear you call, faith stands unshaken. I won't ever crawl, yeah. Mercy surrounds me, grace keep me alive, yeah. Every trial you turn into a sign, yeah. I'm rising up, no shadow can define. Faith stands unshaken, your life forever mine, yeah. I've been counting scars, but they testify your name, yeah. Every loss I carry, you turn in the game, yeah. When the weight of doubt try to drown my soul, your love whisper truth, making broken pieces whole. I've seen walls crumble, seen hope fade fast, but your promises endure, that built to last, yeah. Heartbeats racing, still I find my peace, yeah. Even in the silence, your voice brings relief. Faith stands unshaken, even when the walls fall, you lift me high, yeah. I surrender all through the valley, through the night, I still hear your call, faith stands unshaken. I will never crawl, mercy surrounds me, grace keep me alive, Every trial you turn into a sign, I'm rising up, no shadow can define. Faith stands unshaken, your life forever mine, I walk through doubt, break through fear and pain, Every drop of rain reminds me of your game, Chains I thought were permanent, now fall away. Your word is my armor, my compass, my stay, I've been at the edge, felt the darkness near, Still your love is louder, it drowns out every tear, Even when life shouts I'll never survive, your spirit breathes hope, keeps my dreams alive. Faith stands unshaken, even when the walls fall, you lift me high, I surrender all through the valley, through the night, I still hear you call, faith stands unshaken. I will never crawl, mercy surrounds me, grace keep me alive, Every trial you turn into a sign, I'm rising up, no shadow can define. Faith stands unshaken, your life forever mine, Morning breaks, I still feel every prayer, Your whispers remind me you're always there, Mountains may tremble, oceans rage and roar, Still I know you've opened every door. Every step I take, I know you walk beside, Through my fears, through my pain, you never hide, Even when the world says I'm not enough, your love lifts me higher, steady and tough, yeah. Faith stands unshaken, yeah. Even when the walls fall, you lift me high, yeah. I surrender all through the valley, through the night, yeah. I still hear your call, faith stands unshaken, yeah. I will never crawl, yeah. Mercy surrounds me, grace keeps me alive, yeah. Every trial you turn into a sign, yeah. I'm rising up, no shadow can define. Faith stands unshaken, your life forever mine, yeah. I've been through nights I thought I'd never see. Your mercy broke the chains that try to bury me, yeah, yeah. Every scar's proof of battles you've won, yeah. Through every tear, your spirit's never gone. I lean on you, even when my knees shake, yeah. Faith in your word is all I need to take, yeah. You're the anchor when the waves try to sway. Faith stands unshaken, guiding every day, yeah. Faith stands unshaken, yeah. Even when the walls fall, you lift me high, yeah. I surrender all through the valley, through the night, yeah. I still hear your call, faith stands unshaken, yeah. I will never crawl, yeah. Mercy surrounds me, grace keep me alive, yeah. Every trial you turn into a sign, yeah. I'm rising up, no shadow can define. Faith stands unshaken, yeah. Your life forever mine. Through storms and shadows, I won't let go. Faith stands unshaken, in your love I know. Every tear, every trial, you turn to gold. With you, my story of hope unfolds.